Lather, rinse, repeat. Lather, rinse, repeat, until in these hallowed halls we many became we few. Then we few became we departed, yet connected through digital word and digital worlds. Large screens, split screens, miles apart. Come mere tiles apart, we gather in grids constantly shifting and stumbling, but united despite distance. We together understanding, together to nurture a generation that together will be the very brick and mortar, turret and tower clock. Still our proud flag half-masted unfurls. While now we lather, rinse, repeat. We wonder how, we wonder when. We know that united we stand. Doubt not, united we can.
It wasn't that long ago that we made the quick shift from operating in person on campus to becoming a virtual community. We shifted our entire way of being. The way we learn, the way we work, the way we conduct research, all shifted to the virtual digital sphere. So, what have we learned from this experience? We have come to understand that we can learn, teach, and work virtually. We can create a vibrant sign language virtual environment, albeit not quite the same as can be experienced in person, but nonetheless still quite possible in the virtual realm. You know, when we learn new things, like riding a bike, for example, it might initially require some focused effort to discover that perfect moment of achieving both balance and momentum that keeps you from falling off. But from that point on, that moment of learning mastery becomes an enduring part of the fabric of who we are. If there's anything that 2020 and the beginning of 2021 has taught our deaf and signing communities and our nation at large, it's that we can face and take on with courage the challenges of this time in our country's history. We have collectively faced great challenges on every level of our society, locally, nationally, and on a global scale. in the face of so much necessary change, we have shown that we can adapt and use what we've learned to continue to meet today's challenges while also preparing for a strong and vibrant future. We have remained steadfast on our journey of becoming. We are becoming and remain eagerly determined to be prepared for the long-term future and vitality of our mission. We have remained laser-focused on providing lifelong access to bilingual learning and educational excellence, even in this virtual environment, and that focus remains unchanged. And now, we are ready and prepared to return to the campus this summer. For some time now, we have experienced and witnessed rapid change and significant societal upheavals. And we know there's more yet to come. So how are we to navigate given all that we're facing? The key to navigating our path forward lies in our values. It's our values that help anchor, ground, and unite us as a community. It's in times such as these, we're faced with a great deal of uncertainty and doubt and so many unanswered questions. It's critical that in these very times we draw from our past successes and progress and celebrate all that we've accomplished. We celebrate our progress and success, recognizing that they are our guideposts. It's those guideposts that help center us and keep us present. They help us discern between the things that are important to us that we want to retain and those things we can let go of. These values of ours were developed over time with organizational and community input. Our values reflect our human connection to each other and our collective community. These values make a difference when each of us actively applies them as we learn, work, and engage with others. That is why our values are so essential.
Gallaudet University is a space where deaf experiences and language come together with vibrancy and vitality. We work together to make the world a better place by bringing together students and a community and working together. Our values show our human connection. It is well known that values make a difference. If, as individuals, we conduct ourselves and commit to following and respecting shared values in our learning and studies, making it part of who we are, our community is stronger. Our values are the deaf experience and intersectionality, being bilingual, belonging, lifelong learning and adaptability, and trust and respect. Every deaf individual has their own experiences, identities, and intersectionalities. We commit to honoring and recognizing them all. This means embracing and promoting bilingual communication, as well as sign language vibrancy, as the essence of our connection as a community. Belonging, to create a campus that leverages the rich diversity of identities, cultures, linguistic backgrounds, languages, and life experiences, leading to equitable opportunities, full access, and a deep sense of belonging for all. Fostering a community and adaptability about new and differing perspectives as the foundation for our learning, research, discovery, and individual and community growth. to act with personal and professional integrity, to create a culture that reflects and respects ourselves, respects our campus, respects our community, and respects our planet.
It's important that we acknowledge that we have been managing a great deal of change. It's really been a lot. Change is not easy for many of us and is often very scary, honestly. Rapid change such as this creates so much uncertainty. But honestly, let me just say that since last spring, the spring of 2020, we have stepped into the unknown. There is no doubt about that. And what I've noticed about our deaf community is that when we find ourselves having stepped into the unknown, we share stories. We share stories of how deaf people have stepped into the unknown almost every day. I mean, I've seen stories from deaf people sharing how they step into the unknown when they leave Gallaudet and drive off our campus property. And other stories about leaving their home and walking into the unknown. We deal with this experience every single day. We recognize that we have built our skills, resilience, and our can-do attitude as a result of these experiences we face. However, what makes this circumstance we face now different is the scale of what we're dealing with. The sheer scale of the unknown now that we are forced to face is more onerous than we've ever experienced before. So what are we to do given all that we're facing? We must look to the wisdom of our past and our ancestors. We look to them to find solutions and the wisdom that they would have to share with us. What we are looking for often lies in the simplicity of what we already know. Our collective successes achieved since the very beginning of this pandemic are a testimony to our excellence. Let's now draw upon that wisdom, one that recognizes the simplicity that what we already need to know lies within each one of us. Gallaudet University and the Clare Center must continue to rely on that collective internal wisdom and knowledge to create our future. This is what we've always done, and we have shown that we can.
Greetings, Gallaudet community. I am elated to share with you the good news about our plans for this summer. This summer, 2021, will be outstanding. We are so excited and honored to share with you, on behalf of the Gallaudet faculty, what we're planning for this summer. Do keep in mind it was not just the faculty, but our staff and our students have been engaged in the process of planning and visioning for the summer as well. I'll expand on that. In the past, our Gallaudet summers have been, to be honest, a bit boring. A 6-week session consisting of a 3-week first session of school and a 3-week second session of school. And once we were done, everyone has gone home and Gallaudet was dead. So, for more than a year, we have been remote from one another, and we've thought about how we can transform our Gallaudet education. So we're going to start with this summer. And we've thought long and hard and decided why not make this summer a full semester. So we're planning to have an 11-week summer session this summer. Yes, 11 weeks, which will entail a 5-week first session, a second session of 5 weeks, plus 1 week of a break. And that break is going to be replete with a variety of activities, events, programs, and workshops, which we're calling a Gallaudet Festival. Do keep in mind that this summer is going to be a hybrid program that will allow us to transition from being remote to face once again in the summer, and helping us getting used to being together again, living, learning, socializing, working, and studying with one another here in Washington, D.C. We are all very much looking forward to this, and it is going to be awesome. Do know that this is still a work in progress, and there are many unknowns. We don't know what our country is going to look like, what Washington, D.C. is going to look like, or what the entire world is going to look like. And there are many situations that we don't know, but we have a vision, and we are hoping for the best future possible. We all miss Gallaudet. We miss our ASL vibrancy. And we miss one another's company. So our community is working together with our Gallaudet leadership, as well as the public health officials, to make sure that when we come together once again, we're going to be safe. We'll be careful because we don't want anyone to get sick. This is going to ensure safety. We will keep you informed about the plans, and we have not finished planning. We are still working on it. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you at Gallaudet this summer. Yes!
What is clearly evident is that Gallaudet University and the Clare Center throughout everything has been laser focused on maintaining our collective momentum. That is nothing short of amazing. Nothing has stopped our progress, and we have continued to push forward. As a result, we see increased confidence and are now more than ever determined to persist. We are truly becoming, and this is simply wonderful. With continued support and a united front, we can press on. We just saw our collective vision for this summer. That is to be the next phase in our growth as a result of this pandemic. Let us rise to match the energy of that remarkable vision. Let us stay laser focused on our forward progress and momentum. Let us be certain that our decisions support the safe return of our community to our campus. Let us be sure to create an unparalleled experience that replicates the heart and vitality of Gallaudet University and the Clare Center experience. The vision of what we are striving to become represents our long-term vision for Gallaudet's excellence and the Gallaudet promise. Together, we can. Indeed, we can.